This is a German band, Rammstein, Du Hast. And I've talked about it in older videos. It's playing on the radio right now. I'll put it on my playlist. It's on my older playlist. I just love this song. So, on right when I was going to go live, we've got two things I caught from Steve's Love Tarot. One is the thumbnail. He said it's hard to herd cats. Well, I got them all herded on that title. And I've got a whole, back here, I've got a whole bunch of them, statues. And he said, make sure when you're signing contracts, you bring your magnifying glass. And we're going to be using that today because I'm going to do biblical tarot. And it's fine letters. Okay, we're going to go in here just for a minute. I want to show you I got birds up here, cats, owls and birds, cats, and feathers and birds. There's the love geese, there's the feathers, hawk feathers, all kinds of feathers, owl feathers. Okay, this is the bird room. We're in the bird room today, and we're going to rearrange it. I love switching energy around, so I'm always rearranging things. Okay, so we're going to do Biblical Tarot, and if you're interested, you can go to the Biblical Tarot deck.com, I believe it's called. Okay. I'm just checking everything here. I didn't get nothing ready. I'm in the middle of doing like several different things today. So we've got on the bottom of the deck the 9 of Candles, which is the 9 of Swords. That's going to be our overall energy. 9 of Swords. And let's see what it says. You might want pencil and paper to write down all the scriptures, but if not, just listen and enjoy. It says Job, and I was just talking about Job yesterday, I think, or the day before. So Job chapter 1, verse 22, Satan tests Job. In all this, Job did not sin by charging God with wrongdoing. Exactly what I said yesterday or the day before. I said, we're going through tests. Just like when I said, if you get $1 million, how would you spend it over the next few years? Well, that would be a test. They would see that you did good, did bad, the 5 talents, right? Did you take the money and invest it? Did you buy good things? Did you buy bad things, etc., etc.? So when we are being tested, if you don't know the story of Job, please check it out. Job chapter 122 is just this one verse. Okay, so the 9 of Swords is our overall energy, and it's just saying that sometimes life isn't fun, sometimes life isn't fair, sometimes life just downright sucks, right? But if you can look at everything like a test for God, in AA, we called it being agents of God. Pages 60 to 64 are my favorite in the Alcoholics Anonymous book. We call it the Big Book. And it says that we're agents of God, that He's our new employer. And that's what I'd like you to focus on, okay? I cannot see any of the comments, so if you are commenting, hello and thank you. All right? So the 9 of Swords, I want you to keep this in mind as the overall energy of that being tested, tried by God, okay? And I want you to keep in mind, if you do look up the song, Rammstein, Du Hast, I want you to kind of be playing that in the background while you're thinking about these trials and these tribulations that you're going through. And then look at them as lessons to be learned. And what are you going to get rewarded for? Like when you go to work, a lot of times you think, well, I'm doing this for my paycheck. I'm doing this to feed my family. I'm doing this because I like it or I don't like it, right? Well, take life, this Nine of Swords energy, this energy that Job went through, right? Take it and use it to the good. So all my past has led up to me here today, right now. And what am I doing here right now? I'm happy. I'm giving you the collective message. I'm going to rearrange the bird room. I'm happy, okay? I'm not sitting in the Nine of Swords thinking, woe is me, look at all I don't have. I'm looking at all I do have. Okay, so with that being the overall energy, we have the King of Feathers, which is the King of Swords, coming out at the top of the deck. So again, it's all about truth. I'm drawn to the two ladies by his side. It looks like Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary, but it could be anyone. I'm not sure. Let's see what the card says. The card says, the Judgment of Solomon. 1 Kings chapter 3, verse 27. Then the king gave his ruling. Give the living baby to the first woman. Do not kill him. She is his mother. Oh no, that's the story about the two ladies. They were trying to figure out whose baby it was because they both were saying it was theirs. And the king said, okay, well, cut the baby in half. And he was thinking in his mind that whoever freaked out would be the mom. So that's a good story, okay? That's in 1 Kings chapter 3, verse 27. So get to the truth of the matter, is what I'm hearing. Whatever you're doing, card 14, it reduces to a 5, and 5s are change. It's telling me that you need to get to the bottom of whatever truth is being put in front of you, okay? So find yourself in a new state. Find out the truth. Find out where you need to be, what you need to do. You find yourself in a sticky situation with your work, with your spouse. It doesn't matter. The truth is, one of them is the real mother. So we got to get down to the truth. What's the truth? The truth ain't just the judge saying, okay, you look like the baby, I'll give it to you. No, he says, okay, cut the baby in half. I thought that was a pretty good strategy. Okay, underneath the King of Swords is the Hanged Man, and it says Peter's crucifixion. The Hanged Man. So get a new perspective on your problem. The 12 card, okay? Get a new perspective. Hanging upside down like Peter, I bet you he got a pretty good perspective of all his friends laughing and calling him names. I was thinking about that the other day. I was thinking about how in every single lifetime, the whole community turns against you while you're being put on the stakes when you're being put in jail, when you're being burnt on a cross, when you're being any kind of they are torturing you, right? The whole community laughs and calls you names, right? And that's kind of what we're going through right now. We may not be going through the physical burning at the stake, but we are going through a burning trial period. And if you're a collective and you are a conspiracy theorist on top of it, right, as they call us, right, white hats or any of the names they give us, right, well, you probably have lost a lot of people with your silly thinking. Well, whatever. That's a type of going through a black night of the soul, losing everybody around you. Okay, so we get a new perspective on everything. Cut the baby in half, he said. Well, that's a new perspective on how do we find out who the mother is. Today, I guess they do DNA testing, right? Okay, so that was underneath the Nine of Swords. Okay, so get a new perspective on God testing you. And instead of looking at it like Satan's testing you, look at it like you're an agent of God. And God is putting you like Job. Okay? And then underneath the judgment of Solomon, the king, we've got the Page of Cups. So it's telling me to be childlike, to be a child, but seeking the truth. So you know how a child will go up to mom and say, Mom, how does this work? And then he'll take it to dad and he'll say, Dad, how does this work? And then he'll sit down and try to figure it out himself. That's what comes to me there. Samuel, the boy prophet. 1 Samuel chapter 3, verse 10. So we've got King Solomon, we've got Job, and now we have Samuel. So we're not going to overwhelm you, but this is card 11. This is the student card. It's a Page of Cups. So it's telling me to stay in the love mode versus the evil mode. So again, instead of saying Satan's testing me, Satan's trying to get me, he's like a mosquito, right? Flick him off, okay? God is testing us. And I know people say God doesn't test you, but I don't agree with that. I believe that we have assignments and we're agents of God and He is our boss. And yes, like the story of Job, I do believe we go through tests and tribulations. Okay, that was just something I wanted to throw in there because I know a few people that don't believe that God tests you. Okay, so 1 Samuel 3:10. The Lord came and stood there, calling as at other times, Samuel, Samuel. Then Samuel said, Speak, your servant is listening. We got this card the other day too, the last time I did this, because it was Moses and Samuel both saying, Here I am, Lord, send me. So again, you want to take your mom's perspective on how do you do this, your dad's perspective on how do you do this, but you want to come up with your own way of playing with that toy, right? Okay, so this is your assignment. Right now, we need to get down to the truth of what's going on right now when you're watching this video. They're coming in really strong right now. Look at the candle, how strong it got. Okay, this was a really small flame, and I just felt it. I felt it really rising. Okay, what we want to do right now, we have Metallica, Nothing Else Matters is playing in the background. I'll put that on my playlist. I believe it's on a lot of them. I know Soul Sister loves that song. Whenever that song plays, it's about my mission. And what did I just say? I said, I'm getting really strong energy right now. The candle got really high. I felt it. And then I went and got it. And Nothing Else Matters is playing on the radio. KCAL 96 rocks, 96.7 rocks, I think it is. And the energy was coming in so strong. And then I get all these synchronicities. Did you see all that? And what they want me to tell you is that we have to get to the bottom of the truth now. If you don't find that missing truth that you're looking for, it's like you can't move forward. Okay? So I'll just try to give you an example. Okay. I have a safe underneath here on the ground. I have a safe, right? We'll see if you can see it. All right. And it's for sale because I don't have anything in it. Okay, there's the safe, right? Well, if you don't know the combination to that safe, it's not going to do you any good, and it's not going to do me any good, is it? I do have the numbers from my mission partner's phone, and it was on there. So, but I don't know if those are the numbers. I don't know if it's actually correct because I haven't used it. I haven't touched it. I'm just selling it, right? I don't need a safe. Okay, so with that analogy, what I'm trying to say is that without the truth, without the real numbers of that safe really ain't that good, is it? It's not really, we're just kind of stuck here. So I can take it into a locksmith and put a new code in, right? That's a solution. I can get his opinion on what to do, right? That's a solution. But until I get them numbers, that safe is just a piece of metal sitting there. That's a perfect example of the energy that's going on right now. It's really important, if I want to use that safe, that I know the right numbers and have the right numbers. Otherwise, I'm going to put some really good stuff in there, maybe some gold bars, right? And I'm not going to be able to get them out. Or I'm not even going to be able to use it because I don't have the right numbers. And I don't even want to try it, because if I shut it and I try them numbers, then I'm never going to be able to get it open if they're wrong. So I'm just leaving it open, and I will give you the numbers if you want to buy it. And then if they're not right, I guess you don't buy it, and I have to take it to a locksmith. So you see what I'm saying? It's like until the truth comes in to us as a page of cups, until the truth comes in, I've just got to keep going and try to find the truth. So that's the energy right now that I'm feeling. And with Metallica playing Nothing Else Matters, it's, you have to listen to that song. It's really good. But nothing else matters but the mission. So does it matter that my family left me? Does it matter that people think I'm a conspiracy theorist? Does it matter if somebody thinks I'm evil because I do energy tarot reading? No, none of it matters. Nothing else matters except me and my mission. That's the attitude with the energy today. Like the king said, cut the baby in half. Okay, underneath the Hanged Man, we're going to do one more. We've got the Queen of Swords, all truth. So everything I just said being backed up by the Queen of Swords, underneath the Hanged Man, the new perspective. So you've got number 13. You only want truth. And you can't move forward until we get this last missing piece. And I know you guys are on the same mission I am because I work with you in Astro. I just seen Joyful Dolphin pop on, and I haven't seen her forever. And I'm assuming it's a she, right? Joyful Dolphin. Could be a boy, right? Who knows? It doesn't matter. Gender don't matter to me. I feel the spirit. And I know Soul Sister was on there. So what I'm saying is I work with you in Astro every night, or you wouldn't be on my channel. Those of you that are not, that are just trolls, or what do they call them, bots, or just people just spying, I don't work with you in Astro. The people I work with in Astro, I feel you. I feel you, and I just love you. But the thing is that we're still got one more missing big piece that has to come into the movie, which is 3 and 4D, in order for 5D to be completed. Now, 5D and higher is already completed, but I mean to bring it into the movie. So I want you to stay in your Queen of Swords energy. Stay in there. Keep that new perspective. Know that God is testing you in everything you do. Every money you receive, every assignment you receive, every person that leaves you, everything is a test. And when people leave you, we need to forgive them and move on, like cutting cords, right? But cutting cords here and here, and just like a mom pushing a bird out of a nest, she just pushes them out and they have to go. Okay? That's how I want you to look at things, like God is giving you your assignment. And how are you going to show him that you're getting your A plus? What a wonderful reading again. The Spirit is so good to me. Okay, so let's carry on. I'm going to rearrange the bird room. Flum's birthday is tomorrow, and I'm going to listen to Steve later. And I love you all. I am Miss Mystic. Thank you for listening.